be given to God. So the principle is that whatever it is that will be deducted from it, God's portion should be deducted first. That's the principle. Are we together, elder? Yes. It's a, yeah. All right. All right. So, elder, I'm going to deal with that specifically. That's what I was saying to you, right? So we're talking about salaried persons now, which is different. All right, elder. Yes. Yes.
My first question on it. Who, the, what you call the money?
Tithe.
No, the one that deducted from your wages.
The NIS.
Yes.
Yes.
When it is invested,
Yes.
who get the increase?
All right. So at the age of retirement, the increase
Yeah,
with
I want you to answer that question first.
right. So the
I
increase.
want a straight answer.
So I'm giving you a straight answer.
No, I want a straight answer. Who get the increase?
The pensioner.
The pensioner.
Yes.
Where you get that from? Government invest something, I know you.
Government invest the money that is deducted from your salary is invested on your behalf.
You know why I'm asking these questions?
And
Most people, the government take money from
Yes.
your 16, 17, 18, or 19 working.
yes,
They take your money.
yes,
They put your return at a age when you're supposed to get it. You're dead or you live a few days. No, me is a straight up person, you know. I'm a straight up person, so I don't have time for idle talk or go on a bush.
yeah. That's a part of the mix,
So if
elder.
you can tell me
Yes.
straight up who get the increase of the investment, then I will go with you.
I'm just presenting to you the biblical principle, elder. It's up to you to decide whether or not you will embrace it.
Yes, but don't make it a law, a church law, that you're supposed to pay a tithe of your pension.
Elder,
Please don't do it.
I will say this. I will say this for the children of God who love God and want to obey God, that it is in your best interest to return a tithe on your pension. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all. Yeah, but there are a lot of people who are, there are a lot of persons who are receiving pension, a whole lot, thousands of persons. Yes. All right, so let's go back to this. Should you return a tithe on the NHT deductions? When you get the what they call it? When it is refunded, should you return a tithe on it? Yes.
I already give my tithe on my income. So I already pay that. So if I give you a second time, I'm only giving you a second money where you're not deserving.
All right. All right. So brethren, you would not return a tithe on the NHT. And the reason is this. Here is the reason. The exact amount that is deducted from your salary is refunded to you. NHT does not invest the money on your behalf. Are we together? All right. What about, okay, the education tax? Every month we pay the government to provide free education. But you know, it's not really free. It's not really free. But every month we contribute towards education. Now the bank deduction, of course, this relates to your going to the accounts department or wherever you work and you ask them to do that deduction on your behalf, right? The medical, people will subscribe to this health plan, subscription plan, and that's what that is all about. So you determine these. These are at your option. The others, the income tax to the education tax is compulsory. All right? So that is it for the salaried workers. Any question? Any other question relating to that? Okay, great. All right, so we move on. Coming to you now, Elder. For the business person and self-employed, including farmers. The business person and self-employed, the tithe should be calculated at 10% of the increase above their investment. Are we together? Because the Bible says that we should tithe our increase. Now, here's an example. If you invest $100,000 in your farm, Elder, this is what you were referring to earlier. If you invest $100,000 in your farm, and so you make a profit of $25,000, how should the tithe be calculated? Should it be calculated on the 100,000, 125,000, or 25,000? On the 25,000, because this is in keeping with the prescription of the Bible, which says that we should tithe our increase. And notice, brethren, the Bible never said anything about tithing your income. It says your increase. Because, you see, income is limited to work done, to money received in exchange for work done, or revenue from investment. God never said income. He says increase, which encompasses all the financial resources flowing to you. So if you never had it, but now you're in possession of it, it is an increase. So whether it comes in the form of a gift or a donation, it should still be tithe. All right? So in this example, for the self-employed, the business person, the tithe should be calculated 10% of the $25,000, which is $2,500. Any question? Clear as crystal? All right. Let me back up and show you something. Go back to the salaried worker. Notice here that nothing is there for offering. And that's because you determine the amount of offering to contribute to the Lord. A tithe means 1/10 or a tenth of. But God allows us to determine the amount of offering to contribute. Our leaders, because of the extent of the work, ask us that we contribute an offering of at least, are we together now? 50% of whatever the tithe is. So that if your tithe is $100, they're recommending, and notice we're saying recommending, that your offering be at least 50% of whatever the tithe is. So if your tithe is $100, your offering should be $50. And that's because of the extent of the work, the financial needs of the work while they're making that recommendation. But the final decision is up to you how much offering you are going to contribute. Now, why is it that God did not determine the amount of offering to contribute? Because, brethren, your offering is supposed to be a reflection of your heartfelt gratitude for what God has done for you, how you feel towards Him. So, if you don't feel that God has done anything for you, you may not feel obligated or motivated to return to Him a tithe. But you know, when you think about it, over 2,000 persons died here in Jamaica as a result of COVID, and the number is climbing. The fact that you're here today is a clear indication of God's mercy towards you. Can we truly say that God has not done anything for us? We can't say that. Not at all. Elder. Oh, yes.
The emphasis is placed on offerings.
That is true.
And so our church members believe that, boy, I work 100,000, so I give is 10,000. I give $10,000 as tithe, and some of them will just take on $100 and push in at the offering because them not rob God, they believe. So we need to play out on tithes and offering. Let us know